Week 5, the Bears lost their first matchup against the Lions. Can Vancouver sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Lions of Vancouver.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
Mayfield down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. And winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You've got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And he'll work down inside the 45. For this, the second meeting of these 2 teams, you might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a first down. 16 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Chicago.
To throw is Watson.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense, not for getting rocked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Watson, off play action. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Watson. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Watson now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and the end result is a Bears touchdown.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Runs through the contact. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Watson on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was defended by Trayvon Harris.
ETN up the middle.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete here to Kmet.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now a first down carry for Harris.
Down at the 25.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the third down throw in incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chicago offense set to get started. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to the running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touching time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll get blown up up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Najee Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it to the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball around.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
That pass complete to Moore.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Higbee. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Mayfield. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to got the lead right now here as they. Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Watson looks to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Deebo Samuel, 29 yards.
And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
from the gun, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Third down and 12.
Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams.
On this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down.
Watson now to throw.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left to try to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch. I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
With a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Prater's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So out now come the Lions.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On the give, this is Harris.
Takes it to about the 37.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Mayfield. Fighting through, but in the end, the too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Milton Williams there on the tackle. 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series.
And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it. There was their target.
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Watson. Gets past one man. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Short pass caught by Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. With power on the move that time. It's still tackled shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run again with Harris. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the draw, it's Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Onto the field now come the Bears.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The Lions now going to use the set. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Here's Baker.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Mayfield.
And that'll be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The pass there complete to Sutton. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Mayfield.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mayfield. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Mayfield to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Down to an knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our